it's alright.
Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun. It's alright. Sun, 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 here we come. Sun, 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 here we come. Sun, 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 here we come. Sun, 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 here we come.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Welcome, welcome. Here we are again. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Gauranga, 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 Gaurachandra, 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 Nityananda, 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 Chananda, Nityananda, 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 Hare Krishna, Radha, 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 Krishna, 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 Radha, Radha, Radhe, 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 Gaurachandra, 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Radha, 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 Radhe, Radhe, Krishna, Krishna, Radha, 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 Radhe, 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 Radha, 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 Krishna, 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 Sri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Krishna, Krishna, Radha, 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 Radhe, 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 Radha, Radhe, 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 Radha, Krishna. Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna, 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 Hare Krishna, 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 Radha, 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 Radhe, 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 Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Radha, Radhe, Krishna, Radhe, Krishna, Radha, Krishna, Radha, Krishna, Hari Hari, Hari Hari, Hari Hari, Hari. Okay. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare Rama,
Rama, Rama, Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Rama,
Rama, Hare
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Rama, 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 Hare
Rama,
Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna, Krishna,
Rama,
Hare Hare,
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna, Krishna,
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Rama Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Rama Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Rama
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare
Rama
Hare,
Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna, Hare
Rama,
Krishna.
Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare Rama.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Rama Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna,
Rama.
Hare Krishna, 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 Hare
Rama Rama,
Hare.
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna Krishna.
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Rama.
Krishna, Hare
Rama Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna.
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare. Hare Rama, Hare
Hare Rama,
Rama, Rama, Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare Rama.
Krishna.
Rama Rama, Hare
Oh,
Hare.
my Lord Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna.
Krishna,
Krishna
Radha,
Krishna,
Radha.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama,
Radha,
Hare
Radha, Radha,
Krishna,
Radha,
Hare Hare.
Radha,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Radha,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Radhe,
Hare Krishna.
Radhe, Radha,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Radha,
Hare Rama.
Radha,
Rama
Radha,
Rama, Hare Hare Krishna.
Radha,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Radha,
Hare
Radha,
Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Radha,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Radha, Radha,
Rama Rama, Hare
Radhe, Radha,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Radha,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Radha,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Krishna, Krishna,
Rama Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna.
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Krishna,
Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Krishna.
Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Rama Rama, Hare
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Krishna, Krishna,
Rama
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Krishna, Radha,
Hare Krishna,
Radha,
Krishna Krishna
Radha,
Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare
Radha,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna
Radha,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Radha,
Rama
Radha,
Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna
Radha,
Krishna
Radha,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Radha,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna.
Radha, Radha,
Krishna
Radha,
Krishna, Hare
Radha,
Hare
Radha,
Rama, Hare Rama.
Radha,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Radha. Shri
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Chaitanya,
Krishna,
Shri
Hare
Krishna Chaitanya,
Hare
Shri
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Rama.
Chaitanya,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Krishna Krishna,
Shri
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya,
Rama, Hare
Shri
Rama.
Krishna Chaitanya,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Shri Krishna
Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare
Shri Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Shri Krishna
Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Chaitanya,
Rama
Shri
Rama,
Krishna Chaitanya,
Hare
Shri
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Chaitanya,
Krishna,
Shri
Hare Rama,
Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna
Krishna Krishna,
Chaitanya, oh my Lord,
Hare
Shri
Rama,
Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna
Rama Rama,
Chaitanya, Shri
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Chaitanya,
Hare Rama,
Shri Krishna
Rama Rama,
Chaitanya, Shri Krishna.
Hare Rama,
Oh, Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Rama Rama,
Radha, Radha, Radha. Shri Krishna
Krishna Krishna,
Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Hare Rama,
Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare
Shri
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya, Shri Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Chaitanya, Shri Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Rama
Shri
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya, Shri
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Chaitanya, Shri Krishna
Krishna,
Chaitanya,
Krishna, Hare Hare
Shri Krishna Chaitanya.
Hare Rama, Hare
Oh
Rama,
my Lord, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Chaitanya.
Rama,
Oh Shri Krishna Chaitanya, oh Shri
Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Chaitanya, oh Shri Krishna Chaitanya.
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Hare
Shri
Rama,
Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna
Rama Rama, Hare
Chaitanya,
Hare
Shri Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya,
Krishna, Hare
Shri
Krishna,
Krishna Chaitanya, Shri
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Chaitanya, my Lord Shri Krishna Chaitanya.
Hare
Shri
Rama,
Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna
Rama
Chaitanya,
Rama,
Shri
Hare
Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya,
Krishna, Hare
Shri
Krishna,
Krishna Chaitanya,
Krishna Krishna,
Shri
Hare
Chaitanya,
Hare Rama,
Shri
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Chaitanya, Shri Krishna
Rama
Chaitanya,
Rama, Hare Hare,
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri
Krishna
Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya.
Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama,
Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Krishna
Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Hare
Shri
Rama,
Krishna
Rama
Chaitanya,
Rama,
Shri
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Chaitanya,
Krishna Krishna,
Shri Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya,
Rama,
Shri
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Chaitanya,
Rama Rama,
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Chaitanya,
Hare Krishna,
Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Krishna
Shri
Krishna,
Krishna Chaitanya,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri
Rama Rama,
Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya,
Krishna,
Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Hare
Shri
Krishna,
Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna
Krishna
Chaitanya,
Krishna,
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Hare
Shri
Rama,
Krishna Chaitanya, Shri
Hare
Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna
Rama,
Chaitanya, Shri Krishna 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 Chaitanya,
Hare Krishna,
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya,
Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Rama Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Radha, 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 Radhe, 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 Radha,
Krishna
Radha,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Radha, Radha, Radha,
Hare Rama, Rama
Radha,
Rama, Hare
Radha,
Hare Krishna,
Radha, 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 Radha,
Krishna, Hare
Radha, Radha,
Hare Rama, Rama,
Radha,
Rama, Hare Hare,
Radhe,
Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Radhe, Radhe,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare
Radhe,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Radha,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Radha,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Radha,
Radha, Radha,
Radha,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare
Radha,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna, Krishna,
Rama Rama, Hare
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Rama Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Krishna, Hari Hari, Hare
Hare Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Rama Rama,
Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, oh my Lord Krishna. Hare Krishna, oh my Lord Krishna, Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna, Krishna, oh my Lord Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama,
Hare Krishna,
Rama. Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, oh my Lord Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, oh my Lord Krishna, my Lord Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare.
Sri Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Sri
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare.
Chaitanya,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Sri
Rama,
Krishna
Rama, Hare
Chaitanya,
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Sri Krishna
Krishna,
Sri
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare.
Chaitanya,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Hare, Hare
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama, Rama, Hare
Sri
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya.
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Shri Krishna Chaitanya.
Hare Krishna,
Shri Krishna Chaitanya.
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Shri Krishna
Rama,
Chaitanya.
Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Ah, ah. Krishna, Krishna, Hare
Shri
Hare.
Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya.
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama,
Shri
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Chaitanya.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Shri
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Chaitanya.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Shri Krishna.
Hare Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare
Shri
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya.
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare,
Prabhu
Hare Krishna, Hare
Nityananda.
Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare,
Shri Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya.
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna,
Shri Krishna Chaitanya.
Hare Ram, Hare Rama, Rama Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Shri Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya.
Ram,
Shri
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Chaitanya.
Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Shri Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Shri Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Krishna, 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 oops, Krishna, 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 Krishna. Okay. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Looking for the Chaitanya Bhagavat here. Krishna. Okay. It didn't work out. It didn't. See? Okay. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Okay, come on. Krishna, Krishna. Oh, music. Okay. Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Oh, Shyamasundari. She's happy to catch the live. Good. Thank you for coming there, Shyamasundari. Okay, so let's read a little bit from this Govinda Lilamrita here. I had it up, but where is it now? Keeps disappearing. I don't like this. Why is this disappearing so much? Oh, here it is. Okay. The Theft of Krishna's Flute, Chapter 10. Jai Srila Prabhupada. Seeing Krishna sad because of the obstacles arising in his performance of the sacrifice of Cupid. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think I'll do, I don't know, I feel like explaining these things because they're so good, you know. Lalita she can relish that way. I'll relish this way. Just explain these things. The sacrifice of Cupid. You see, these are all, you know, it's a genius. Only a genius can write this. You have to be empowered by the Lord. Because these are stories of the conclusive esoteric truth about the highest philosophical conception of the absolute truth of Vrindavan. And very playful, very deep, and very amazing. Yeah, very addictive also. Yeah. See, the obstacles arising in this performance of the sacrifice of Cupid. This is the highest sacrifice because it's all about sacrifice. Yeah, it's all, you know, to worship, everybody is worshiping God by sacrifice. Some kind of sacrifice. Sacrifice of your time, sacrifice of your energy, sacrifice of your money, sacrifice, you know, in various things to give your attention to. See, it's a sacrifice, and they all have different results. See, but the ultimate sacrifice is the sacrifice of Cupid. This is the best one. This is the one that gives Krishna the greatest happiness. Yeah. Because, you know, Krishna's experiencing all these things in the heart, you know, and that's why we need to wake him up. You know, he's he's bored, you know, he's sitting in there in the heart. And people are sacrificing by doing fruitive activities. And it gives a little satisfaction in the heart because it's like, but it's, you know, really nothing. If you're a materialist, you get kind of satisfied by that. See? But if you're, you know, if you're a real devotee, you get happiness from sacrificing, you know, your attention to like being in Vrindavan with Krishna. But how do we do that now? Well, you can do it physically, and you get something there. Yeah, but the best way is sadhu sangha. You know, Krishna didn't say the best way to attain me is by being in Vrindavan. He said the best way to attain him is by sadhu sangha with the type of devotees that are from Vrindavan, that are attracted to Krishna of Vrindavan. Because wherever they are, whether they're in Vrindavan or outside of Vrindavan, that's the best place to be because that's the stronger Vrindavan. That's the Vrindavan that teaches you how to enter into Vrindavan. You know, it teaches you so many things, and also you get to see what the devotees actually feel in Vrindavan. You can go there and you won't see that. You know, where do you see the devotees in the ecstatic moods of the devotees that were here 5,000 years ago? You don't see that. So the best sacrifice is to see the sacrifice of Cupid. See, is being with Krishna intimately causes this experience of this love to arise. You're with your real family. See, that's the thing, that's the test. You know, people, like this, Johan's a good example. He says, well, you see, I'm not having any problems. Look at me. I'm not falling down, and I'm saying all these things about Gohar, and I'm not falling down. See? He doesn't know. His punishment is not to be part of this family. This is Vrindavan here. The devotees here, the more intimate ones, have Vrindavan feelings. And when you start to feel like this is my family, you start to feel like, man, I found home. That's it, man. He doesn't have that. He doesn't even care about anybody. He doesn't care about even his followers, because that's the Mayavadi thing. It's punishment, actually. Devotees, I don't want to be around anybody. There's no love there. It's like coldness of a snake. That's what I told you when I felt it was like this cold feeling. It's like there's no love in there, nothing. So it's all an illusion that he is happy. Because the highest goal of life is to be part of the Vrindavan family, but you have to have this ecstatic devotion. That's what we're doing here. We're promoting Vrindavan. The Lord Chaitanya, I'm just his, mouthpiece here. I'm just his, like servant here, like an ambassador saying, hey, man, the Lord is opening up Vrindavan. This is what he wants to do in this Kali Yuga, and this is the time to file in now. Come into Vrindavan now. The door is open now. It's not always open. It wasn't open with Narayan Maharaj. He said, I'm sorry, you're not going to Vrindavan for many, many lifetimes. Because to go to Vrindavan, you have to pray. I mean, the transcendental Vrindavan. There are dacoits there in Vrindavan. There are murderers in Vrindavan. You know how many Western people, devotees, been killed there? By dacoits, cut up and put in the suitcases and all their money taken? What do you think, that's the real Vrindavan? No, that's all protected from, they protect the real Vrindavan in that sense. Because you got to go in one way with the Vrindavan residents inviting you into Vrindavan. Yeah, Narayan Maharaj didn't invite you in. He said, no, I'm sorry, we'll talk about it. We'll go Radhe about it, and then Rupa, and you will read about it and speculate on the path, because we don't really teach it. But, worship me and do all these things, right? Everybody's worshiping. Oh, it's great. Yeah. Why don't you worship somebody who'll get you in Vrindavan? But that they won't do, right? You'll worship a Narayan Maharaj who said, I won't get you in. I'm sorry. I'm not going to do that. Can't do that. The Radhakund Babajis didn't get my ex-wife in. See? They worship them, right? They worship the Radhanath who can't get you in Vrindavan. And what do you got going in all that ISKCON? I've got all these cases of, only 5% of the people that were raised in ISKCON are still there. All the kids, so many been molested and all of this stuff, and raped, and all kinds of terrible things, very demoniac things done. They're out of there, man. They don't want anything to do with this. See? So that's what you got. Who's getting you in Vrindavan, and you're worshiping these people? I mean, I'm just trying to help you wake up. What are you worshiping? That's why I say, why are you worshiping the government, Stephen? Don't you see they're doing terrible things? They're using even your money to destroy you. They're using your money to fly all these planes and dump chemicals on you. They're using all this money to start wars and take your children and put them in a war and get them killed so that they can make profit. Why do you believe in this stuff? Why do you believe in them? Why do you believe in Big Pharma and its pills that have poison in it? You get a little benefit, and usually it's worse. The cure is worse than the disease. They want to break down your immune system. See, all these things going on. You know why it's going on? Because people give their attention. They're batteries. That's the matrix idea. They're batteries for these leaders who are leading you into destruction. Okay? That's why this is the only way. Lord Chaitanya gave the only real method out of this. Where's the Dalai Lama leading you? The people, they worship him. What do you worship? He told you to get the shots. Got out there, yeah, go get that. What kind of worship? Why is he not protected by the truth? Yeah, can you imagine? They all their colors are being flying. They're real colors now. Look at Sadhguru. He says, there's too many people on the planet. I'm with the World Economic Forum, but listen to my bullshit, man. People worshiping him. He doesn't care about you. This is like a Johan thing. They don't care about you. It's Mayavadi. They're detached from everything. That's their punishment. It's not about detachment. It's about attachment. This is the truest, highest, deepest, most practical and relevant conception. It's about attachment to Krishna, and Lord Chaitanya wants to give you that first, and then you become simultaneously detached from the world. Okay? That's it. Counteracting the attachment to the world by attachment to the Lord, the Supreme Lord, by having love of Krishna, love of God. This is what was taught by Bhishma on the battlefield. You could see right there in Bhagavatam. He was teaching the rules, regulations, and the stringent laws of karma and all that stuff. Put some fear into people, saying, hey man, if you don't start worshiping God, you're going to have problems. You already have problems. Or not. We all have to undergo what they decide. To an extent there, Freddie. To an extent. But you need to be wise like them. Ultimately. You need to know what their thing is. You got to know what the Trojan horses are. You need to know how to survive. It's just like they come up and start doing this brainwashing thing. You need to know how to sidestep that. The whole thing, this thing they do, the social pressure, you must get this, you got to do this. What do you want to just do whatever they say? Yeah, let me go into the gas chamber on my own. Yeah, let me willingly go in there. They don't even need to. They just brainwash you. Don't you want to know about the brainwashing, how they're doing it, so you don't have to be caught up in it? Yeah, you don't think it's good to know what their intentions are now? It's a whole different game before, and they've been working on this whole thing. That's why they think, why don't you just talk about Krishna? Well, this is part of this called Maya Tattva. It's about people in illusion and Maya and how they can influence you. Maya Tattva, all the way up. I mean, the subjects we talk are from top to bottom, man. From the top of the food chain, is where Putana is, where that Johan is stuck and his followers. And you know why you need to know this. Because if you start to doubt what's going on here because of listening to that bullshitter over there, then you're lost. You won't be able to stay here. That's just a fact. I know that obstacle. All he has to do is plant a few doubts in your mind, and boom, you're gone. That's why he's gone. He has to be on the outside of Vrindavan. The only hope for people to get through here is you got to be conclusive, because the stakes are high. Vrindavan is right here. The stakes are high. You see, everything I teach, I use the actual as it is version of the truth. That's what the Bhagavatam is for, to get us over the Johan friggin' obstacle that he's stuck in. And you want to be stuck in it? Well, that's how you do it, man. You listen to his speculation. He'll go, see, look at me. You see what I'm seeing? He's seeing speculation. And I'm saying, yeah, you see what I'm seeing? You see in Bhagavatam, Krishna kicked the ass of Kalya and said, listen, you got a high volume poison. You stay outside of Vrindavan. It's your nature, your poison pit. So you stay outside and protect the Dham for those who don't want to go in the proper way. There, that's why you see, Yoha, you stay outside. You keep the Shamaguris out of here. You keep the Madhusudans and all of that, the ones who don't really are not part of this family. The Taruns, right? Those, these guys. You keep them over there. That's your service there, Johan. But you stay away from the devotees who want the Vrindavan. Isn't that what Krishna said? He's a protector also. He has many hats. He's the purifier, he's the protector, and he uses the guru to protect you with the truth. The truth will set you free and keep you free. The lie will keep you in the illusion, will keep you even in this Brahman thing. Without the affection of real devotees, you got to be like the people in the material world are with family. See, you got to have this family now. That's how you're going to easily counteract all of that kind of attachment to that family, just like Lalita did and Janaki does, by being attached to this family and these truths and this ecstasy, and these names. If you don't feel part of this family, well, you're lost in somewhere in this material universe, because the Lord will give you a family. He'll give you a family that doesn't give a shit about you, the Johan family or the ISKCON family. Look what they've done to their family members. What have they given them? What does anybody give anybody in this world? There's no real truth in these people. Even the early Christians understood that. If you didn't have Jesus, you didn't have the truth. Even this one lady that, Andromeda and Amy gave me this. This lady has more truth than 1,000 ISKCON gurus in her. And she's just a simple person. But the Lord revealed the truth, and she speaks even conclusively about the Christian experience with Christ, and how Christ and the Holy Spirit are so important, and the truth to be in God and God in you. All these things she knows just because the Lord is revealing these truths. And none of these gurus know that. And you are worshiping those people? I'd be better to hang around this lady. Yeah, Amy said, yeah, she's saying what you're saying. Yeah, because, when the Lord reveals the truth to you, there's universal commonality to that. That's why I can see, there's the symptoms of a person who knows God to some extent, and it'll increase forever. That's what it's about. Knowing God, loving God, and knowing God comes from loving God, right? That's Bhagavad Gita 10:10. No loving God purely and ecstatically, prema-wise, no understanding of the Lord and his kingdom and all that. You'll just understand rules, regulations, or just wanton sense gratification in the world. Johann does not know what it means to speculate. Johann does not know even what it means to, he doesn't know. When you're under something, see, you got to be on top of something. See, Krishna is on top of his energy, on top of the, he's submerged in the spiritual energy, but he's on top. See, the spiritual energy is on top of the material inferior potency, concluding speculation. See, when he says, well, you see, this is what I see, and if you believe what he sees, boom, now you're under the influence of speculation. The same thing here. If you believe what I'm preaching to you, and I say, hey man, don't surrender your intelligence, there you would surrender your intelligence, because you have to, see the world jugglery and there's an energy in speculation. I know there's an energy, like people say, well, I felt energy from him, or Narayan Maharaj, or the Radhakund. There's energy. Yeah, what kind of energy? You don't know. You haven't ascertained that. This is why Jesus talked about the true vine. I'm the true vine. There's a lot of vines you can get energy from, but they're considered by real devotees dead. Speculation of Brahman is a dead energy. It's not alive for really. It's not clear. It's not complete. It's an emanation from the Lord. Just like we have an aura, but that aura is not the full who we are. You got to go deeper. The same thing with the energy of God. Yeah, go ahead, Lalita.
The problem is not believing in Guru, not believing in the power of Guru. Johann said, I asked God to show me that I'm wrong, but God didn't show it me. So I'm right. But God shows it through you.
Yeah.
He doesn't believe what you say. He doesn't believe that you represent God here on earth. What he wants that God controls. He wants to control God. Make me paralyzed if I'm wrong. See, I'm not paralyzed.
Yeah, you see, okay, let's take that. So Johan is saying, what was the first thing you said?
That he doesn't believe that you represent the Lord. And what?
Yeah. What is the first thing that you said?
That he said, I had conversations with God, he said, and I'm asked God, show me that I'm wrong. And God didn't
Okay,
show me.
there you go. Okay. Show me that I'm wrong. Okay. Now, what do we teach here? What's actually in the book? Guru Sadhu Shastra. So here, and people believe, blind belief, right? Oh, you see, he must not be wrong because he said he's not wrong, because God said to him. Do you know how many people say that? God told, the guy in Jonestown said, God told me to give you the Kool-Aid with poison in it, so you must take it. Where is that in the scripture? See, God didn't show him he's wrong. There he is, not Guru Sadhu Shastra. Oh, Gohari, where did God show that Johan is wrong? Yeah, chapter 1 of Adi Lila on the spiritual master. When you're ready to be delivered, you get a bona fide spiritual master who has the symptoms of being used by God. See? They're Bhagavad Gita 10:10. They have the deep revelation. You can see it's uncommon. They have the deep understanding of Krishna consciousness, God consciousness. You can see if you're meant to see, if you come through the door to see, if you listen to their teaching, which is they're the door. You go through the door, and then you get purified of that bullshit stuff. See, that's speculation. See, so what is the strong? I ask you all, what is the stronger understanding? This, you see, God has revealed to me that I'm not wrong. I'm not wrong. Is that really strong evidence? Can you believe that these people are so stupid to believe that? That because you know why they believe it? Because they listen to him and they believe in him. It's just like these politicians in Trudeau and stuff like this. You know how many, and Biden, you know how many people believe in these bullshitters? They believe in them. Why? They tell you things and they say, you see, just trust the science. The same thing with Fauci, that guy. See? Just believe the science. Just trust the science. Yeah, what science? Where is it? We don't tell you that. See, that's a Johann bullshit thing. They're all doing it, all the way from politics to religion. Just believe us. Oh, and don't look at the scriptures, or let us juggle the scriptures a little bit. You see what I see here? I just juggle that a little bit. Okay? So I teach, and the only argument he can counter, he said, well, you don't have a guru, so why should I have a guru? You don't have a guru. Well, the reason is you don't have the symptoms that the person here has. Just like Jesus. I don't say, well, Jesus, who's your friggin' guru? No, I see you're bona fide by what you spoke and how you had the Lord in you. Not whether you have a guru or not. That's incidental. Nityananda, nobody knows who his guru is, just like nobody knows who Jesus' guru is. They came in like that. They came in realized. Okay? But you still need some help, even when you're like that. Like Shukadev Goswami. He was a realized soul on the level of Brahman. See, he came in. He needed help. What was the help? The Bhagavatam spoken by his father. See, I had this instant connection from the Vedas and all that, but I had to have the help from the Vedas and the Bible. See, I had to have something because there's so few persons that have a clean experience of the spirit. Especially with the Christians, it was not clean. It's got a lot of mixtures and stuff. But the Vedas were the best thing I could find. The pastimes of Lord Chaitanya, and then the mercy came through so fast. See? And that's what we're building on that. And Prabhupada authorized it. Another thing, and this comes to be true because you're getting real love of God here. Yeah.
Yeah, if you tell him you're not a real follower because you have another opinion than the Acharya. Yes, I have another opinion, but I'm not wrong.
Yeah, again, he's not wrong but he has no backing. It's just they just believe because I say it. Or then if he takes a scripture, he'll just say the superficial understanding. That's why you need to hear here to see that perspective. If you get involved in that, you'll get confused. Yeah. Yeah, the Veda, that's why you need ultimately a person that's Bhagavad Gita 10:10 realized. They have a clean, ecstatic worship, clean, clear, pure. They have the real connection, real association with the Lord and purified by that. Therefore, they got the real clean understanding and the deep revelation and realization. Because he could take things from the Vedas. You don't need any guru. You just chant the holy name. Doesn't need initiation. It says that. But in the purport where Prabhupada writes, he said, no, you need connection with the devotee. You need the life to chant it. You need purification to chant it. Look how many people that have come here. They chanted before, but now when they chant, ask Govinda. He was chanting before, but is his chanting different now? It's different because he needs the life. Yeah, go ahead there, Govinda.
The life is here. It's in abundance. It's so deep, the ecstasy that you are giving. And people can look from all the witness testimonials from all different walks of life. Yeah. It's amazing. They are in a worse position than Vaidhi Bhaktas because they blaspheme and they take people away from the true path. They're like the leper that Mahaprabhu wouldn't give healings to. They're in such a bad position, and it's quite exciting to be in these pastimes. And I feel happy that this has happened because I'm like, right, I was fooled, but I'm not getting fooled again, or it's made me stronger.
Yeah,
and you feel the fantastic. Yeah. It's fantastic. It's
like he wants to say. He says this is all instruction by don't be stupid, people out there. Don't be stupid. Don't think that we're doing a criticizing thing. Learn the lessons. This is all about Bhagavatam. This is all for real devotees who want to learn how Maya works. This is for him if he gets it. See, this is why we're having this discussion. This is protection. You need the protection of these deeper truths. Otherwise, you're wide open, for anything and everything. Yeah. So these discussions are important to help you. Otherwise, that's why he's in that trap. He believes in this. He believes in his superficial understanding. So that means you need a deep understanding here to protect you. You need the real understanding, the stronger one, not the speculation. Speculation, see, chapter 2 of Adi Lila says, you cannot enter this realm of transcendental taste and ras by speculation. That's why you see Govinda and Lalita can taste the ras they're not speculating. They hear, okay, go through a guru. They go through a guru, and they get in the door, see? And now they're relishing because they went through the door. The guru, the spiritual master, is the door to bhakti. You cannot enter this realm by speculating. You're on the outside. That's why he's over there. We don't want him anymore. I don't want to, until he submits to this teaching that he's outdone, So don't you go into this stuff. You need to be protected by these truths. And so you get very strong. Otherwise, the world is controlled by speculation. He thinks this is great. Look at me. I've got energy, and I'm, look powerful. Look, I'm more powerful than a lot of people. I'm attracting people. See, he's thinking this is power. This is no different than the speculators in politics or in religion. They're doing the same thing. Look at that. We got power over the people. We just speculate and get them under our control. They always have these little motives. He had these motives from the beginning. I just didn't pay enough attention, but that's okay because it's great now. Now I have enough ammunition to teach deeply about it. I can show you all the stuff he used to use, subtly trying to control his followers by speculating and putting his guru down, even though, this is the hypocrisy. Oh, glorious to he's the and then putting them down. I had an ex-friend like that. So listen up, Freddie. Oh, go Ari, what he's doing is so wonderful. 30 years it was my friend. 30 years. And then I realized, the guy is a backstabber. This is not good for my preaching. Same thing, same Yomhan. Oh, Gore, he's doing it. And then behind my back, like an Arjai bullshit. It's always, isn't it the same thing? Arjai, Johan, behind your back, little innuendos. Oh, he's wrong about this. I have a different, see, now he comes out. I've always had a different opinion. See, and I counter, what does chapter 12 teach in Adi Lila? At first there was one opinion, right? One opinion, but not really. He always had a different opinion. See? So even before, but when the Acharya left, but I didn't leave yet because we're here to teach about this stuff, make it clear so people aren't confused. The Lord's new pastor. Not waiting for me to disappear so that, then there's all this havoc and one people, who's right? No, we'll get it clear now for future generations. Okay? First there was one opinion, then it split into two. It's already split into two. The one is the speculation. See? If you have the real opinion, you have the real mercy of the Lord. If you don't, you have the false opinion, you'll scatter. See? So people, you need to ask yourselves, if anybody's still having thing like, should I go and listen over there? Look at the association you get. Look at his followers. Look at their state. Look at the Christina. Do you want to be like her? Madhusudan, who didn't do shit for his whole career here, didn't do nothing. All he did was sponge off this thing. No energy, no nothing, because he couldn't do anything. He's not a real devotee yet. He's not following the real path. He's in this false ego, false prestige. You think, I'm just as good as Gohari. I have a different opinion. I heard him say it, man. I just have a different opinion. Of course you do. Therefore, you're over there with those with a different opinion. With Shamaguri, did anybody here have any good sense like her association? So that's what you would get. Look, by their fruits they shall be known. All hypocrisy, all offensive against Guru, not even and lack of understanding, goat intelligence. You see, I know, I don't need Shastras even. Actually, the audaciousness to even say that. You see, I'm blaspheming Gorhari. Nothing's happening to me. Yeah, nothing happened to Shishupal too. Remember, for until a certain time, he was blaspheming Krishna for a long time. Nothing seemed to happen. He seemed okay, and then something happened.
You've made an amazing contribution to the discipline in land. You're an acharya. You've left so much for people now. The spiritual awakenings and all the different sites. I access the sites because there's so much information out there. They're books in themselves. But you've left so much and are leaving so much, and we're able to contribute to that. He's leaving nothing. You know, you've left a massive contribution. People can see that. Maybe it'll take, hopefully people see it now, that because neophyte, when people are too neophyte, they get confused by the two sides
Yeah.
are just warring. They can't work it out. But if people have intelligence, they'll see all the different Vaishnav sites that you put out there, the parallels between the Christian lineage and the Krishna lineage. They will see the substantial, solid spiritual substance here. What's he offering? Nothing. He doesn't even know Maya Tapa, confused by the pharmaceutical, medical,
Yeah, it
military.
doesn't even.
He's an idiot, and all his followers of that caliber, stupid, doesn't know Maya Tapa. Freddie, if you're still listening, really, I don't know why, or anybody else, because
Yeah.
it's
Yeah, I mean, look what I did there, Freddie. And I had a friend 30 years. And I said, listen, for the preaching, I have to let you go because you got this nature, Yeah, it's like Johann. He's got this nature. He'll probably never give it up his whole life, but maybe he will. I don't know with the preaching I'm doing. But if he'd say he sticks for his whole life, I had that friend for 30 years. I said, listen, I tried to share with you. I tried to teach you. And you're always competitive, just like Johann. It's always the same Mayavadi thing. Competition. They look at the guru and they imitate the guru. This is what it is. Look, see me. I'm giving classes and I'm so intelligent. I'm like Gohari. I'm better actually. It's always that. They always are better. It all comes to that. Just like Vallabhabhata went and started his whole own disciplic line. Never mentioned Lord Chaitanya after that. You know, where he got all the Jews. That's what they do. This is a Mayavadi thing. A mixture. I don't want that. I don't like that. No real devotees do. This is a family here. Okay, just for that, what do you want to be part of that family? Because that family has indirect relationship. It's still in the external obstacles to the real Vrindavan. See, the door is the devotee who invites you into the real Vrindavan, and the putanas and the kalyas and the putanas and the whirlwind speculation demon that they're under, they stay at bay. They stay outside now. No speculation can come in here. No poison harikata. That's a jewel on the head of a serpent. That's that out there. He takes rade and all that stuff, but his heart is unpurified. He never wanted the pure. He said, I don't need it. I don't agree with Gohari. I need Lalita. I don't agree that you need purification. See, you don't have any real knowledge. I have the real knowledge. See, he's not in tune. It's like a guitar. You ever see a guitar? A guitar is a family of strings, and they're in harmony. That's not in harmony. See, that you can't pluck a nice tune out of that with that string in there because it's out of sync. I'm not listening to Johann. Lalita listens to his lectures to check him out. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. I have her because look how much Bhakti. She's fixed in this, and so I can send out a strong spy so we can have some classes, and this ultimately will help Johann. Maybe it might. If not, the Lord is using that for the teaching. That's why we're doing this. it's very helpful because I don't want you to surrender your intelligence or be a blind believer. If that's here, okay, we can use that. Let's discuss it. Let's from this distance. You need this because you can't. I can't debate the guy. The guy's not going to listen. Bhakti is not brought. You don't get bhakti that way. You get it by submissively hearing from a bona fide representative of the Lord. It comes that way, not by debates. The deeper devotees, they don't debate, unless if there was way back when people could have debates, and if the person was actually like honest and was defeated, there wouldn't be a false ego. Then well, God, your opinion is better, and it's the right one. See, but that in this Kali Yuga is advanced. It doesn't happen. Very few people, unless they're honest with themselves, will accept that. That's the way the Lord sends those ripe for this. They were more honest here. Some people are so attached to the false identification of being right, that I'm more right than you. I want to be bigger than you. See, at the sacrifice of truth. So that doesn't work.
Yeah, it is important that you know what he preaches because he becomes more and more dangerous for those who are listening. It's
Yeah.
really dangerous. When he says that you are afraid of him because he tells more truth than you, newcomers start to believe that he's
Yeah.
blaspheming.
Yeah.
There are also Indian men who get Saniram and Jugal, Krishna Das, and they also all go there. So they believe those things. They
Yeah.
believe.
Yeah, well, so so I'm here to protect those who take shelter. If you don't take shelter here, then you won't get this protection, and then you'll just naturally get contaminated. Because if you hear blaspheme of persons that are actually distributing the real holy name all over the world, which we're doing, this is the real holy name, then you are under that offense, and that's a serious one. Okay? And you're part of the obstacle, the block. So if you want to do that, fine. But I wouldn't recommend going that way. Why not go here? This is the quick path. He's going to have to do this. Maybe if he gets blasphemed enough, the Lord will do something and wake him up, like he did St. Paul, right? St. Paul was really against the Christians and blaspheming and actually doing physical harm to them. And the Lord struck him. Sometimes it's like that. I just have to see. But in the meantime, you got to see the real guru, one of their hats is to protect their dependents, with the truth. Truth will set you free and keep you free. Conclusive truth. You could see it's deep here, and it's from ecstatic worship. And if you take shelter here for that, under that truth, it'll protect you. And then as you get stronger, you'll see how stupid that is. You'll see how ridiculous it is. But when you're not strong here in bhakti and growing, that's why you got to be careful. Remember, that's that Lakshman. Sita represents the young bhakti. And he told Sita, listen, I got to go and see Ram. Help Ram. So you stay in this protective circle. See, that's called the truth. See, and he said, don't go out of this circle, no matter what anybody tells you to do, or your own mind. Even just like some people here say, can I give me the blessing to go and listen to Johan? What, to go outside the circle? You think you're strong enough to do that? Lakshman went outside the circle, but he could. He had no faith in these bullshitters and these hypocrites and liars and cheaters, snakes, vipers. He went out to help Ram. He could do it, but who's like a big brother? You stay here, you get strong enough, and then you'll be able to do it. But if you premature, Like one devotee here said, "Give me the blood." No, I ain't gonna give you no blessing. You're gonna get the curse automatically. You'll be cursed. He's cursed. This is under the curse still. This is no blessing to be a blasphemer of a spiritual master. What kind of blessing are you going to get? His spiritual man. He even said, all glories to Gauri for 6 friggin' years. He can't even see the hypocrisy in that. Can you imagine? That's how blind that person is, that kind of teacher is. There's so many like this. So many blind persons. What is this? Don't trade a few pesos for the prema.
Yeah, always choose, because I said always choose first for the transcendental energy. Don't do the exchange for my material friends or my material attachment. No, choose always for the transcendental side.
Yeah, otherwise you'll be a loser.
Yeah.
You're with losers. Could you imagine if I would have kept that guy on? This preaching would have been destroyed. Just like with Johann, at a certain point had to be brought out because it became, actually more and more obvious. Yeah. Are they going live? Who knows? Who cares? Yeah. Okay. So let's see. Where was I? I forgot where I was. Oh, yeah, I read. The theft of Krishna's flute. Okay, let's see what else. So seeing Krishna sad because of the obstacle arising in his performance of the sacrifice of Cupid. See, that's a devotee sad for the obstacles are there. He's a more yearning. That's why, Lord Chaitanya locked the door because he wanted the sacrifice of Cupid to go on. See, this chanting with his devotees causing ecstatic love to arise, right? Sacrifice of Cupid. To cause Cupid to arise. Pure Cupid, not the lusty one in the world, the pure Cupid to arise. And the obstacles, he said, there's too many obstacles. These people want to come in and give us problems, They have motives and all that stuff. And so it would be an obstacle for the arising of this sacrifice of Cupid. You see why the Goswamis, they loved this kind of conclusive truth because it was the deepest. It shows you the furthest extent of conclusive truth. Not even the Vedas understand a lot of this stuff. This is more deep. Yeah. That's why I said they're searching and searching through the Vedas to understand Krishna, and they still 2 fingers too short. You gotta get it. You gotta get the potency of devotion. Devotion is what reveals the truth about the Lord. And if you don't have devotion to a real guru, how are you going to understand the real truth? Devotion to their real teachings and all that. What kind of legacy is he going to leave? A Mayavadi thing? Not the real Vaishnavism. What kind of legacy are these, or anybody leaving in Vaishnavism? That's why it disappears. And if it stays mundane, it doesn't go on. And to keep it going, you need real devotees, right? The Lord does his Sankirtan movement in association of devotees. That's why we had to generate them here by this preaching. The devotees hear the preaching and they come. They're already devotees. That's why you come here. It's like Jesus said, though my sheep hear my voice. See, what voice? The voice of the herald of the real Krishna. It's the same thing here. If you're really sincerely looking for the Lord, you'll hear that voice coming through, the Lord's real herald. See, and that's where you get delivered. You'll feel that. You'll feel liberated because you heard that calling, and you came to the right sangha, the right association for this, because that's what we do, is live. We're here to awaken people, awaken their love for Krishna. See, and those who don't hear, you see where they go? Look at that. We had some people that were here. They weren't really here, and they always had other opinions. So now it's been separated out. Just like with Jesus, this is proof that you got the power of God here. The same thing happened. Don't think I came to create peace. I came with a sword to divide. See, friend against friend. We thought that was a friend. No, he goes over there. I thought my friend of 30 years, that Alan Gleicher, was a friend. Ah, no. Okay, divide. See, because hey, man, I'm on my way out, man. I'm on my way to Vrindavan, man. I don't know. He's going somewhere else. And so we're not going to the same place. Not right now. Maybe later. But not right now. That's what happened, and I see the division here starts. That kind of thing starts here. If I can't divide from my friends, why should you even do it? I would be a hypocrite. If I can't make this choice to be with liberated souls and not be polluted by the old friend thing, see, how could I teach this? You got to be an example that you really want God more than anything. Yeah, even more than these gurus. That's why that's a test for a lot of people. I'm so attached to them. Oh yeah, well, you got to stick here and you're going to get purified. And let's see if you want this more than attachment to an unrealized guru full of hypocrisy, of teaching and taking worship, and they're not even qualified. What, that's more important to you than this? Well, you're not worthy for the kingdom, because all you have to do is make this choice. Yeah, this choice, you don't even have to be worthy. You just have to make the choice to be with these devotees. Somehow in your heart, the Lord has to reveal to you that this is true, that this is real, this is honest, this is genuine. See? This is the highest goal manifest here in this world. This is showing the highest goal is manifested. This is showing you the highest truth is manifest. They're not showing anything. They're showing the inferior level. Like Johann, as we see, Johann saying, well, you see, the Lord revealed it to me, therefore it's right. That's not up to snuff, that idea. That's full of faults, lots of them. And we just told you, well, where does it say in Shastra that? The Lord revealed to you that you're wrong, actually, but you don't see it, man. It's right there in chapter 1. You didn't go through the real guru. You gave that guru up. You were hypocritical. See? So therefore you're blind. That's why, the whole thing, we philosophically we've defeated everybody because we used the real Bhagavatam standard, and it defeats ISKCON. Yeah, ISKCON's basically saying the same thing as Johann. You see, we have the right understanding. Prabhupada revealed that to us. Oh, really? Well, it's not in his book that you can be guru if you're not self-realized, that you're not a resident of Vrindavan. Where's your proof, man? Where's your degree of devotion? Not this stupid thing on the wall, that paper thing. Give me that piece of paper. I'll crumple it up and throw it in the friggin' wastepan. I'll flush it down the friggin' toilet. Let's see the degree of devotion, Radhanath and Jaipataka. Let's see the ecstatic devotion that's in the scriptures that you obviously don't see, and nor your followers, because they believe in your words and not the real word that is based on the solid foundation of the scriptures. Yes, it is correct. Those who awaken devotion are certainly the spiritual master. Well, where is even your devotion awakened? Where's any of that with the symptoms of the ecstatic feelings and the tears and the laughter and the conclusive understanding? Because we see the Johann version of it. It's not, he's not getting proper intelligence, is he? Or look, do you remember the Arjai thing? He also hee ha ha. Then look at Christina. They hee ha ha. I think they're actually this. Actually, that's the hee ha ha, the donkey version there, Johann. And they attract donkey followers, not very smart. Yeah, you see the difference is you see the ecstatic devotion and you see the revelations that come from it, and the person teaches intelligently. See, we check it in the book, it's as it is. And everything they're all preaching is not as it is. And people accept it. And it's time that somebody says something about it. Wouldn't you say? Hasn't the scam went on long enough? Haven't you seen scams going on in the world? Hasn't the vaccine scam went on long enough? Already people are seeing through that one. And that's about the world. How about the religious scam that these guys are your deliverers? Is a bullshit thing. That's what it is. They cannot deliver you. They cannot prove they deliver you. They teach you the traditions only, how to be rule followers and external ceremonial worshipers of God. We're here to teach the real Bhagavatam, how to be delivered. Anybody interested? Do you want to be saved? Are you saved? If you have to think, well, am I saved? You need this. You need a real teacher that's saved and can prove it and proves they save others. They prove the scripture as it is. Yes, it's correct. They awaken devotion. They're certainly the guru. And none of them have done that. Look at my ex-wife. She still believes in bullshitters that didn't even awaken devotion in her, except here. And then she lost it, stupid, following these stupid bullshitters. What? That's offensive, Gore. No. If you're not a pure devotee, man, because you're not diverse. Where's the where's your devotion awakened? Much less others. Isn't it time to speak up? Stand up for the what? What are you standing up for? What are you falling down for? Are you standing up for the truth? Yeah. You know, people standing up for the demons. This is games. This is like these kid games. These things that these demons are lying to people, and the masses believe them, and all this bullshit. And then the smarter types, a little more demigod mode of goodness, maybe, spiritual types. They fight them. These kind of things. They standing up at least for some truth. Like, hey man, don't believe in the mode of passion and ignorance. These guys lie. They don't have any qualms about lying and deceiving people and all that. That's not good to do that. Okay, that's fine. Okay, you're doing that. But who's standing up for the truth of the whole ball of wax? Huh? Who's standing up the truth that, hey man, that's a lie, the mode of ignorance and passion. And that's still a lie, the mode of goodness. Who's standing up for the truth, to confront even the mode of goodness and say, hey man, the devil there, the Maya there is in that mode of goodness too, and still keeping you from knowing the truth. It ain't good enough to be good and fight the bad. We're not in that movie. Isn't that what the extent of the movies go nowadays? The good fighting the bad, and then the bad people who are making these stupid movies, they make it look like the good guys win, but they usually win right now because they're a little more powerful. So this is a new movie, man. This is the greatest show on earth. It started with Jesus. It started with Lord Chaitanya, and it starts again. This is the rerun you don't want to miss. Here. See, this is the movie. How to transcend all the modes of nature. Transcend this Brahman bullshit Johann is stuck in. So you listen up, you get strong here, and then you won't, you won't fall. You won't be wounded by that speculation. Man, that's controlling the world, man. Demigods speculate, demons speculate, everybody's speculating except real devotees. Who, and how you know? They taste deep transcendental ras and deep understanding better than anything you've heard before. See? This is life. This is the energy you want. It's clean burn, man. Burns everything up. That's why even spontaneously you get purified here, just by being here in this Sangha. Let's see what else. The theft of Krishna's flute. Ooh, where it is. His performance of the sacrifice of Cupid that was to fulfill all the desires. See, again, this is why this is the ultimate goal of life, because anybody who gets this gift coming through our Sangha here, you realize, oh, everything I was looking for in the world, I get in this. I get complete satisfaction, complete happiness, complete fulfillment, complete purification, complete spiritual advancement, moving along. And man, it's so easy. All I have to do is hang out with the devotees, make friends with them, and chant with them. And I attain everything, my Lord, because the Lord of sacrifice is that Lord in the heart, man. And he's saying, man, you found the best place to sacrifice. You found the best sacrifice. You found the most powerful sacrifice. And I'm very happy. You just stay there. Just be whatever you need to be in the world. Live out your life, in the world. But you found the real place to drink, see, and to become perfect in your relationship with God again, quickly, not beating around the bush after many lifetimes that Narayana Maharaj was teaching. No, even in this lifetime, you'll taste nectar like Shama Sundari does at times. In Lalita and Govinda, almost all the time. The more I'm preaching this stuff, the more I see how ridiculous everything else is. Lord Chaitanya said the highest truth in this Kali Yuga is to remember these truths and to remind others of them too. See, you are, let's see, Kundalata told him with a wink, Krishna, you are Pasupati who vanquished Cupid just for fun. See, this is how you counteract this lust of the world. See, the lust of the world, lusting for the world, lusting for money, lusting for women or men, lusting for name and fame, lusting to be a big friggin' guru or some stupid thing. See, you counteract it. Yeah. And you do it by fun. And don't we do this in a fun way? Isn't this fun? See, the Lord says, hey, come take the fun path, man. It's a fun thing. We counteract all this bullshit in the world, in a fun way. We kill the demons for fun. I don't hate the demons. I'm not like these demigods. They hate the demons. I don't hate the demigods. I don't hate Johann. I'm just doing this for fun. Because that's Vrindavan. They do everything for fun. They teach for fun. They relate intimately with Krishna because it's the funnest thing, the greatest entertaining you can have. And you destroy the demons. It's an incidental activity for fun. No, it's no big, these Christians, this is why I know, one of the reasons I know they haven't made it completely yet. They're always in spiritual warfare. That was attacked by the devil yesterday. I had to fight. It's like they got so much effort they got to do. That's why when I went back and forth from Jesus to Krishna, when I went to Jesus, it was tougher still. It was great. It was more auspicious, but it was still difficult, and I had to do a little more spiritual warfare, and stuff like that. But with Krishna, it's easy peasy. Lord Chaitanya, easy peasy. We do everything for fun. We do these classes for fun, and everything. That's Vrindavan mood, man. It's that powerful. You get purified because of the power of Vrindavan Krishna, and that relationship. You are elevated by the power of Vrindavan that Lord Chaitanya has given us. The power of this ecstatic worship. There's no more powerful persons in this world other than devotees. There's more. If you could see the truth, there's no more honorable person than a real devotee. There's no more prestigious personality in this world other than a real devotee who gives the highest truth. Don't you give honor to those who are great persons? Who is a great person in the eyes of God? And real devotees, actually. But there's so few real devotees around, you won't even know. So you need to hear. And then you can check it in the scriptures. Ramananda Roy said, the only really important person, the only real education in this world is devotional service. That's the greatest education. It's the king of all knowledge, right? Krishna said, how come they all say the same thing? Everybody that knows the truth says the same thing. When you find the real devotee, you find real devotion. You find the real God. Tell me a better place to be than that. Tell me a more honorable person to give respect to, their word, their teachings, their preachings, much less their feelings. You give respect to the feeling, you give respect to Radha. That's the one you want to impress. The all blissful, ecstatic. Hey, this is just truth. I think there's some people who study Prabhupada's books 2 hours a day, for 20, 40 years, might start to awaken on this because it's all in the book there. Yeah. The Bhagavatam is about two main persons. The real God that the devotees preach. Chapter 1 of the book of John. In the beginning was the Word was with God, the Word was God. That's Bhagavatam, man. You got the Word of God coming through a devotee. That means you got the real conception as it is, what the kingdom of God is, who the real important people are, those rare devotees who have a rarely awakened devotional relationship with the Supreme Lord. And because of that, they are extraordinary. They have extraordinary symptoms in this world. They don't feel like people. They're not sad like the sadness of this world. They're not, hopeless like the hopeless people in the Maya in the world. They're not under these obstacles like the Putana bullshit thing that Johan's got. You want to be under an obstacle? Go listen to him. And then go associate with your great friends there like Christina, Guru Aparadi. They're all Guru Vaishnava Aparadis. Yeah, go hang out with them and Tarun, and then Madhasun, who doesn't do nothing for nobody. He wonders why he's poor. For those who have not, it's taken from them because they don't have. Here he had a chance. You Madhusudana, if you're listening to this, you bullshitter, man. You have nothing. You know why? Because you came here and you didn't take what was here. You thought you think your poverty is some kind of wealth, and this is the whole thing. Without love of God, you've got nothing, man. You've got no real wealth. What, you think that's wealth? That's speculation of Johann? That's not wealth. This is wealth, man. Pure ecstatic worship and conclusive understanding absolute truth and preaching that, and look at the family you get. Look at the people coming here. Okay, we don't have, I don't want thousands and millions of Johanns. Prabhupada and Bhaktisiddhanta had plenty of those. They all became your gurus. They all were waiting for that. Name and fame. See, they think that's something. And people, they believe in that. See, the masses believe. Well, I guess, they don't have deep knowledge. This is the thing. You people may learn something here. You're worshiping Jaipataka and Radhanas and the Johans. See, the speculators, you're worshiping them. See? Because you don't have deep understanding. See? But when you're ready, or anybody is ready, the quality people come here that are ready will listen. I say, well, yeah, hear the Bhagavatam from an ecstatic devotee like a Shukadev. You got that here. It's proven here. Yeah. Look, we got the Mars Prixits here. Look at Lalita. Look at it. Don't you think she's even more than a Mars? She's got bigger bhakti than Mars Prixit. Hey, the Lord is trying to make it like so obvious that even a blind person, their eyes will just pop open. And have some spiritual understanding what's going on here. It's a real show, isn't it? Goharidas, he's a madman. He's mad hatter. He's a mad hatter. Johnny Depp. With the depth. Come here, we'll bring you to chocolate land.
Yeah, Guru Maharaj, you're a storehouse of gas and you're delivering it everywhere. And some received it, but if they don't want to clean their engine, they stay polluted and they are not advancing either. It's broom, 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 broom.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah, vanquish good for fun. If this sacrifice fails, the demigods will perish, and so will your pious merit. Ooh, this is interesting. If this sacrifice fails, the demigods will perish, and so will your pious merit. See, true piety is this sacrifice, this chanting the Hare Krishna mantra, which is Krishna and Radha and Lord Chaitanya. It's the manifestation in this world. And when love awakens, that sacrifice is perfect. And then Maya is destroyed for fun, in fun. Very easily, no problem. You get the proper understanding, you preach that. Whoever listens to you overcomes the obstacle. It's just like the Moses thing. Remember yesterday I said, God revealed, the real God revealed to Moses. He said, well, just tell them this. If they look at your staff and see the serpent up there, see the serpent, they will be saved from the biting snakes. So, and I told you what the Lord revealed to me, and you can see it's built on that. I tell you the esoteric thing of that. Otherwise, you think it's just some stupid staff with a carving of a snake on there. What kind of logic is in that? You think God is some kind of symbol maker? He's like, there's something behind that. There's a deeper esoteric meaning, and a real devotee knows. And that's what I preach. Yeah. Come look at my staff here. Look at my staff. It's my staff now because I got it from the Bhagavatam. I stole it from the Bhagavatam. All right? Okay, that's the truth. I just reach into the Bhagavatam and I just take what I want. See? And I want that. I want Maya Tattva, man. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Here's my staff. Here's the truth. The staff of truth, man. There's a snake up there. That snake is called Johan. That snake is called speculation. That bit Johan. He's biting others. He's got a high volume of poison now because he got it here from this energy here. For 6 years, he's been building it up. See? And anybody, you just look at this staff, you look at these truths, you hear these conceptions of Maya Tattva, see? And you will be saved from that poison, from that real snake over there. That's speculation. See, that's being preached over there. You don't look at this conception of this truth, then you'll look over there. You think he's the only speculator? There are a lot of them out, millions, thousands. The whole world is controlled by speculators. Religion is controlled by speculators and hypocrites and liars and cheaters and deceivers and materially motivated persons. See? But the devotees are also controlled, but they're controlled by truth, and we control by the truth. I'm controlling by preaching you the truth. And you have the choice to look at it, continue to look at it forever, and be as happy as I am, and as many devotees are getting here too. Otherwise, you don't look at this truth about what's about the snake obstacle, and you don't believe that person there is deviating you, well, you'll be bitten by the snakes also. They'll bite you. The speculators. He's just one example. That's why you see, he cannot transcend the Vaidhi Bhakti path. That's another symptom. His preaching is very Vaidhi, can't give you any essential things. It's Vaidhi. Superficial. Speculation is very keeps you on the outside. That's for beginners, religion. When you see the fault in religion and your religious leaders, your speculators, these things, then the Lord will see your heart and bring you to the real devotees. So those who they'll hear this message will come. Got 19 people here today. That's pretty good. I wonder who those full 19 are, because they don't all comment. We only have like 4 or 5 people here that comment. Okay. Yeah. So give up all your other duties and return to your own occupation of being subdued by love. Yeah, and actually, the demigods and the demons, they get power from the Lord. See, but they, actually, like devotees, they take from God. And that's good. That, see, when you take from the Lord, you steal his bhakti. That's a very beautiful thing. You steal the bhakti of devotees, all of that stealing is beautiful because you're stealing the right object. That's why, see, thievery in the world is bad. See, they teach you, no, you got to work your ass off, honestly, to get ahead and all that. Thievery is considered bad. The only problem is the demons are in control, and they have rules for themselves, which they steal from everybody, their energy and money and all that stuff, right? That's what they do. But they give you the rules that you got to be an honest, hard worker. Are you ready to get out of that game? Then you got the religious hypocrites. The same bullshit, man. Same bullshit. They got rules for themselves, but rules for you. You work your ass off and do all these things while they enjoy the nice. Remember, I told you about Tamal Krishna. He says, "You eat this slop. You eat all that halava with all that oil and that sugar in there, and just eat what you got, and then you sleep on the floor." And he was sleeping on a nice bed with a canopy, eating pizza. I delivered to him. I said, "Here's your pizza." See, they're all like that, more or less. Yeah, it could be some and even the honest ones, they're working really hard and all of that stuff. Yeah, and they will continue to work hard. Unless you want to find the fun path, you got to come to the fun house, man. This is where the carnival is. We'll teach you how to hit the bell with the hammer, and actually hit the bell and not come 2 fingers too short from it. Don't you want to ring the bell? You ring the bell, you go to Vrindavan. Yeah. See, so give up all other duties and return to your own occupation of being subdued by love. That's really the essence. And that's why you can do whatever you need to do in the world. But don't forget this. Don't forget to be subdued by love. That makes you a friend of Radha. Otherwise, she's subdued by love, her love for Krishna. See, that's the whole point here. So don't sacrifice that. Otherwise, if you overdo too many duties and you sacrifice this, it's not good. You'll get weak, and then Maya will attack you. But this is the workout, Yeah. How people, they work out, they get these really, I was watching the guy on TikTok, he was 65 years old, and man, the guy looked like he was 30, and he was doing his workout all day long and all of this, and eating just right and all this, working out and all this stuff. But that's good. That's nice. If you want to put that kind of effort, every day he's doing it, man, he's really going after it, man. Yeah. But if that's all you do and then you die, then did you really achieve the what you could have achieved? See, if you have this knowledge and you develop this knowledge, and of course you got to stay a little fit in the world, otherwise you won't be able to settle down and watch. But even if you were a little deficient and you don't have a body like this guy was showing, but you've attained this relationship with the Lord, and you have transcendental love awakened. Now that's important, because you'll be free from the cycle of birth and death. But that bodybuilder guy, he's got to come back because he didn't spend any time. I tell you, if I analyze this guy, I probably, look what he does and all that. There's so many like this. That's all they do all day long to develop their body, material body. But what are you doing to develop your spiritual body? Are you coming to this sadhu sangha? What? Are you developing a spiritual body going to these gurus whose spiritual body is not even awakened? See, it's time to say this stuff here. For those who who are looking for the real path. This is the real path. We develop the spiritual body. We show you we develop it. We awaken it, your spiritual body here. And none of them are doing that as far as I've seen. It's some slow paths that take many lifetimes. See, I was in the Raya Maharaj group in the Radhakund. They're talking about Radhi, but where's the awakening of the spiritual body? Nowhere to be seen. It's not even developed. How can you develop something that you don't even know where it is and what it is? You're just talking Radhi. It's like stories. Listen to the story of Radhi did this and Krishna did this, and there's no transcendental feelings away. Only in the mind. Wow, I'm relishing Ras. I'm mentally masturbating. That's all you're doing. You're alone, man. You're a masturbator, Masturbator, that's all. You know what a masturbator, they do it alone. They're not together with somebody, right? We got that in religion. That was the Narayan Raj group. That was the Raganuga. They were masturbators. Just to put it out, I know it sounds offensive, but it's not. A masturbator, spiritual masturbator. Think about it. You're doing this alone, and I seen it. And oh, Radha. There's no Radha, no love, none. And you're sitting there, you're masturbating, spiritually masturbator. Hey, everything in this world is a reflection of the spirit. I'm into the spirit, man. You're alone, man. Rod ain't there, Johan. He's mentally masturbating. They're not attracted to that speculation and that kind of stuff. Radha's conclusive, man. She only wants to hear. She's not. The girlfriends too. Literally, is very dear to me. He's masturbating spiritually. Yeah, there you go. You're a masturbator there. You're a master at baiting that. You're masturbating everybody. Wow, I'm really getting it. God has told me, oh, what God, man? You're in your master, you're alone, man. The real Lord ain't with you yet, not awakened. I'm naughty today, huh? Real bad boy. Somebody's got to say these things, huh? See, you want to have a real love affair, you know? A love affair are two persons, man. But you don't know who you are until your spiritual body is awakened. And then begin to know who the Lord is, because, birds of feather flock together. And when your spiritual love is awakened, the Lord's very attracted to you. He comes to visit you. Otherwise not. You're alone, masturbating. Oh, Radhe, Radhe, woo. Intellectually, you're in your mind, man. You're fantasizing. It's fantasy. Okay, what else we got here? So give up your other duties and return to your own occupation of being subdued by love. No wonder Lalita loves all this stuff, and she laughs and she cries when she reads this stuff. It's so conclusive. Yeah, it's amazing, huh? That's it, man. And you don't have to, I'm not giving up all my occupations. Just like Shama, I'm on the same page as Shama Sundari. We're not giving up our occupation. We like to do what we do, but we also don't want to give up Krishna. Yeah. Now, where are you going to get that? And Krishna says, hey, man, as long as you don't give me up, as long as you stay with your friends who are ecstatic devotees, I won't give you up, because I like to be with real devotees. And as soon as you don't want to be with real devotees, well, I'll have to give up your association. If you want to be with the false persons who are masturbators, spiritual masturbators, then I'll have to leave your association and stay where those who like to be with real devotees, who have faith in real devotees. Krishna said, thanks for reminding me. Are you saying that too now? Are you saying that? Thanks for reminding me, Gaur, not to be a masturbator? Spiritual masturbator? You want to do it with Krishna, man. You don't want to do it alone. It's more fun, more beautiful, more attractive, more juicy, and more enlivening. More realizations come from that. Actually, all realizations come from that. So, did somebody want to say something? No. Didn't you call me the all-auspicious ancient Shiva? It was he who gave his better half to his dearly beloved Parvati. I should always follow in his footsteps. Moreover, he gave only the left half of his body to Gauri, but I will give my whole body with my cleverness, my generosity, and my submission to my devotees' love. Thus I will become even more famous than Mahadev. Oh, that's deep stuff. We'll talk about this later. So give us a word, Govinda.
Wow. Yeah, wow. Oh, I just relishing it so much, man. The photos Lolita's been sending me of you going out on your motorbike, and the bar. It's Mother Yasoda Krishna Barb. It's evident to me. I can feel it. It's that, and when Janiki's there and they're together, it's like, oh, he's gonna say something naughty now, and these. I write things down. I don't actually have enough time to actually cut and paste all these wonderful nuggets. So I just put it out there. Tom, if you're interested, about 2 minutes 8. Mental masturbating in the mind is a great cut and paste, 3 or 5 minutes. It'll make people laugh and it will get them. It will break the ice, break down the barriers, when you're talking on this level, because it's human. People in the street can understand it, not this religious bigotry. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
so a great class. I love it. Great to see Shama Sundari back. And I'm really happy. So yeah, just
Yeah,
beautiful stuff. Beautiful.
yeah. Great, thanks, Govinda. Lalita, give us a word.
Yeah, Guru Maharaj, thank you so much for preaching like this, for keeping Radha and Krishna alive in this world, because if you wouldn't preach like this, they will disappear. You're the only one. You're the only one who is fighting those speculators. You're the only one in the world who is bringing the real truth above our religious preachers. That none of them understands it really, but you. Come on, how fortunate that this is so important that everybody knows this.
Yeah.
This is so strong. Oh my God. I can't believe it actually. I'm with my nose on it every day, and still, this is so huge to believe somebody who really knows Krishna, who brings him to the world, keeps him in the world, and gives us the chance to have that relationship as well. Come on, and protect Krishna, protect Radhe, because she will disappear. She will disappear. She disappeared so many times.
Yeah,
So yeah, thank you so much. It's
yeah. Well, you need to analyze these things from that point of view. Is the thing about Lord Chaitanya's understanding and his devotees, their uncommon revelation and realization about the kingdom, like the Goswamis, Prabhupada even, um, Bhakti Vinod, Jesus Christ, their uncommon, deep understanding. The prophets also, what they said and what they were saying. Their understanding and their knowledge about the kingdom of God is very deep. That's why I said about that lady that I got from Andromeda, her preaching from Amy in Andromeda. Is deep. It's like it touches on the transcendental relationship. It's all about relationship. The Lord wants to have that with us. So you need to hear that preaching. That's uncommon. That's uncommonly deep. If you're not a goat still, if you don't have goat intelligence, goat means you're less intelligent and you're still under the false ego. And we're preaching like this, and you won't get it. But if in your heart you'll know who you are, because this is definitely uncommon. This is deep, and hasn't really been preached like this before. But it's the same thing, same principles we teach. They're universal. How to be delivered quickly. Jesus taught how to be delivered quickly. See? Lord Chaitanya taught how to be delivered quickly, even in this life. And Gohar is teaching the same thing, right? How to be delivered quickly. Prabhupada was teaching how to be delivered, not as quickly. Yeah, Bhakti Siddhanta all Bhakti Vinod. How to be, that's what they taught. How to be delivered through the level of religion and rules and regulations and following, there. But that's going to take some lifetimes to perfect. This, you could actually perfect it in this lifetime, and perfect enough to where you'll go and just be with Krishna when he's they're unlimited. The Vedas say the unlimited universes. He's in one of them somewhere, or many of them, he can manifest many forms, and preaching his pastimes as Krishna and as Lord Chaitanya. And when you get this bhav, you get here what you bind on earth here, you bind in spirit, and you'll take that and go to there and be with Krishna and his real devotees. See, with real bhakti, real devotees, and they're rare right here now. That's why we got only 16 people watching out of millions of people. We're out there on Facebook Live. People, how many people out of millions of devotees watching our video? Not that, 16. After years of preaching. Does that mean our preaching is not good? Well, no. It shows you we get quality here. And because it'll take all the fun out of it, having to be a constant psychiatrist for thousands of devotees like Prabhupada had to do. He couldn't even keep up with the letters. He had to have people write them for him. That's why you can't go by the letters, everything, because his Hamsadutta was writing a lot of them because Prabhupada couldn't do it, just couldn't do it. It's too many disciples. Let's see what else is here. Happiness here is too easy to have in comparison to material world. Yes, that's true. Being a subject of the preaching in his service, maybe. Being subject of the preaching in his service. Oh yeah. That's being the because we're using that to teach. Isn't it nice to have practical examples? It's like, you want to learn biology. You go into a classroom and they dissect frogs, right? So we're dissecting our version of a frog.
With special legs.
With special legs, frog legs. Sorry, having a joke at your expense, Johan. I know you're watching this. Maybe you'll wake up. Who knows? Well, there'll be another feather in Krishna's another feather in Krishna's hat. Whether you believe government, okay, we read that. Oops. Fernando, there's a question in life, like war, in which circumstances make people to adopt a stance instead of another, and every person has her own stance. You want to read that, Lalita?
I can't. I read it when it came in the stream, but I can't read his comments on Facebook.
I'll read it. Okay. I am 100% convinced that Real Madrid is better than Barcelona, and nobody in my whole life could ever change my view. Okay. The pandemic questions, in my view, are one of those things. Even in Kurukshetra, not all was white and black. Every person got different position in both sides. So the pandemic. Yeah, well, that's like the right and wrong thing. You got the good guys against the bad guys, and the bad guys against the good guys thing, and you got the psyops in that thing. And then behind all of that is the truth of the intentions of those people. They're both people, both sides. That's the perspective here. This is not like I'm on the side of the mode of goodness people and the bad people are on the bad side trying to get people. And no, this is another perspective. This is a perspective of like what is actually happening and more. So what is actually happening is not the fact that the injections are actually bad for people, even though that is factual. That's not the essence. The essence is deeper than that, just like the war of Kurukshetra was going on. It wasn't that the Pandavas were right and the Duryodhana was wrong. There was a deeper understanding of the whole thing. Even though the Pandavas were more noble and more, good and like this, more righteous rulers. But there was more to that. The Lord even said that. Arjuna was saying, hey man, I don't want to fight and all this stuff. So Krishna says, no, it is my desire to clear to cleanse this world of these people, unwanted population. Okay? So that's going on. And so he uses everybody's his servant. Otherwise, it has no meaning that everybody's a servant of the Lord. That's the realization of the Uttam Vaishnava. There's no meaning to that. That would be hypocrisy. That would be inconclusive unless it was true. Everyone is a servant of the Lord. So now the question is, how is these Klaus Schwabs and Bill Gates and many others in politics and the demons, how are they serving God's purpose? That's the question, because otherwise it has no meaning. The statements of the Vedas that everybody's a servant of the Lord, but you have to see how they're serving. That is the perspective we have here. And the incidental perspective is that I'm teaching my students how to protect. Krishna sees the intention of the demons and there's a depopulation agenda. That is true. That is an agenda. And they are keeping it from you, Fernando, and everybody else as well as they can. They can't keep it from everybody, but there is a depopulation agenda. They're depopulating. That is a fact. And the vaccine is part of that. That is a fact. It's not the side, I'm taking the side only of that, of the mode of goodness and everything. But I see that also and more. And I'm seeing the world, that's your people are being reduced here because it's part of the plan of the Lord. This was predicted in the Bible. This was predicted in the Vedas, 12th canto, Kali Yuga. You can read 12th canto, says right there, the symptoms of Kali. You're going to have leaders like Klaus Schwab. You're going to have leaders like Trudeau and Gavin Newsom are destroying their countries. That's what they do. Biden destroying our America. They're destroying it. That's what they do. But there's a purpose behind all of this that they don't even know. So I know because I'm on this path, man. I've been worshiping the Lord with this kind of ecstatic bhakti. And these revelations come that are in the book even. I just see them. That's proof that you need to get purified more so that you can see these kind of things. You can see that these guys are bullshitting you. You need to see. You got to be wise as these serpents. As harmless as that. Like, I don't go out there and try to fight these guys. What's there? The plan is enacted. I have a mission here. I know I'm not here to do the Christian mission like some people are confused here. Oh, should I fight? Should I go and join Jesus? And what's my mission with them? I know my mission. I tried that. I done that. And I'm trying to help people out here. No. Hey, man, this is a better mission now. There are plenty of Christians doing their mixing job out there. We're unmixing everything and getting pure devotional service, pure devotional concepts, pure understanding. Where do they talk about Putana? They have all these hoochie-goochie ideas about the devil, and they're fighting the devil. We fight the devil in a fun way, because it's fun to be conclusive about everything. It's great. It's exciting. It's the greatest show on earth. If I found a better show, I'd be in it. There ain't any better show on this planet. I can't help it. People aren't connoisseurs. Just people are just not Narayan Raj and his followers are just not connoisseurs. The Radhakund Babajis, the ones I met, are just not connoisseurs. My ex-wife she's definitely not a connoisseur. Connoisseur, we like the finest things in life. We like conclusive understanding of the absolute truth. Oh man, deep and deep relationship and ecstatic worship. The sacrifice of pure love of Krishna, that kind of sacrifice. Chanting the holy name, tasting the juice and that delight and that every day, deeper, ever fresh. See, connoisseur. These gurus are not even close to it. They don't even care about that. Look at Bhagavan Das. He got a big following up here, and he doesn't chant. He probably barely chants. Not even attractive. And people think to follow people like that. Nothing against you, Bhagavan. You're on your evolutionary thing, but I'm going to say what I say because it's true. And maybe it'll bring a follower to the truth and liberate them in this life, because if they follow you, they got many lifetimes, and you got many lifetimes still. You ain't going back to Godhead like that. None of you are. Many of us have given up speculation, and you're tasting the nectar in the holy name, and we're the only ones on the planet I've seen that can do what we do to the extent that's being done. I mean, show me anybody else. Isn't there anybody? Can you bring even one example of somebody, tasting the ecstasy that Lord Chaitanya and Nityananda tasted and their followers tasted, and distributing and awakening that in other people? Is there even one person you can bring forward? One, only one. Otherwise, why not come to the table and become a connoisseur of the absolute truth and be blissful like Govinda and Lalita forever? Look at them. They're not. How come they don't think about you thinking about any other path there, Govinda? You thinking about Johan might be a more advanced devotee? Or
That's a no-brainer. I'm just relishing this divine comedy. All things comical. Yeah.
You notice they all got the shots that go to that sangha. Well, most of them, maybe. They all got it. Yeah. You watch, they're all probably one day they're going to say, "What happened to the sangha? They're gone. It's finished." Anyway, if you're coming here and you got the shot, all right, hey man, at least you're here. So who knows? Krishna might make a miracle and it'll come out of you. Anyway, drink that tea, that nettle tea or something. Janine's drinking. I think it's helping quite a bit. Yeah. Evo says, "You are my savior, Srila Gaur Haridas." Oh, okay, yeah. Well, I'll keep you safe, man. You stay in the circle, Evo. Don't think you're going to get my blessing to leave the circle. No way. Dean Smith, I'm so happy here. I never want to leave. Oh, that's great. You found real happiness. That's great. Lalita, I came here. I never came here with my luggage of knowledge. I came here. I came to tears from the one. I came to tears.
To be taught, I think. To write.
Oh, okay. Oh, from the one who knows. To hear from the one who knows, the empowered one who preaches differently. Yeah, could you imagine people, they're listening to Jesus, would they be like, oh, I have a different opinion? Well, some people did, but his real followers didn't. They listened to him, right? They believe, yeah, and I'm sure they could check, wow, this is what I've always wanted to feel these scriptures like this. The same Lord Chaitanya, if they were real followers, they listened to him. They listened to his teaching. They had faith in his teaching, knew he's an experienced devotee even.
Yeah, it's remarkable that many visitors and well, people who come once in a while and tourists, and they all come and immediately start to teach. Immediately.
Yeah. Well, ordinary people, see, they project. See, they project that their ordinariness on the real devotees. So they treat them like ordinary, and even that they're even better because everybody in the world, they want to be better than others. That's not everybody, but a lot of people with a lot of false ego, they want to be better. Yeah. So they project. And just like Johann, he's just projecting his thing on over here. And the thing is, because he's more tricky, because see, the speculators control the world. See? He's got a little that speculation now, and he can control people. He'll say he just puts it over here. He learns everything from here. See, you learn from the source. See, this is the source. He learns everything and then he imitates it. And then if you believe the imitation, you lost the path, the real path. That's the whole thing with the real guru. The real gurus is the real guru, and the false one are those. They get juice from the real guru. I've had this so many times. I've had people come here who have a little bit of that speculation intelligence, but they have a desire to be important. They have a desire to be in control. They have a desire to be the big teacher. See? And they come here to get the energy because they can't do it on their own. I'm telling you, they got to get this energy, otherwise they cannot act. Where was Johann doing this before? Huh? Was he any kind of teacher? He had no energy. Where did he get the energy? Here. Where he continues to get it because he watches the videos. He gets it and uses it like that. So I had a lot of people, they come here for this reason. They want to be a great teacher and everything. See? Amina, actually, she had that little desire there to be a teacher, and she did it for a while, but then she lost energy because she doesn't even watch the videos now, I don't think. Or maybe she'll watch a video once in a while, then she might get inspired to do a class because they can't do it on their own.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
Yeah. Christina, she's not giving classes now because it peters out after a while.
She gives classes, I think.
Well, maybe now because she's,
Andromeda. Yeah. She comes and drinks from your classes, of course.
Oh, she does. Maybe she get in here. If she hang out with speculators, you get some speculating energy too. It's some energy, but it's not like this. It's not clean. That's not a clean burn. Speculation is not the real thing. It's another obstacle to the Vrindavan relationship.
It's great to know these things, and you show me because you just said straight out one time. Ask people, what's your intentions? And that's it, man. Just ask people's intentions because everybody's intention is not the same. I come here for devotional ecstasy with Chaitanya and the family. But people come here to be teachers, get some money or whatever it might be. You can outright ask people, why not? Straightforward, you show me this. Otherwise, you're entangled in the modes of nature. You're in fear and anxiety. I can't ask. Ask them straight out. Just ask people, why are you coming to this Sangha? What are you coming here for? What do you want? I want Vrindavan, ecstasy, eternal life, Narada Muni style, and with this family.
Yeah.
That's what I want. I've got it because of
Yeah.
you. You've given it.
Yeah, and not everybody reveals their intentions. A lot of things, because that's a control thing. If you reveal your intent, that's why I couldn't get Madhusudan to do classes, because when he did one, he did a couple, and he did some. I made comments, especially the last one I saw. I made comments. I nailed him on some stuff. He said, I have a different opinion, Gohari, and that's the way it is. And, and I don't agree with this. And, did the Yoha, I don't agree with this. And I said, yeah, you see, you're off. You have a different idea. You're not looking for coming in through the door as a guru. You don't see this as important. And never gave another class because he didn't want to see that. People, they like the darkness better than the light. Some people are like that. Johann Zai, he likes that darkness of speculation better than the light of these truths. See? It's just his nature. People have a nature. It's what I said with my old friend. I couldn't get him to change. I tried, I said, listen, and it's like a crooked tail on a dog, just couldn't. So I said, well, we have to separate, man. And I like the guy. Even though he's a hypocrite and a liar and a cheater and a backstabber, somehow or other, I just, he was my friend, You know how it is with friends. You might have a wife you like, and she might be backstabbing and giving you problems, but you have some bond there,
People like that.
Yeah. It's funny, they call it sambandha, means relationship, I think. I think that means it. Sambandha, some bond. You got some bond with somebody. And so, yeah, and the more you get with Krishna, the more he pulls us into the eternal direction. And they come later. They'll come. Yeah. That's right. If you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. Yeah. Yeah, and that's how you get saved here too. You stand up for this truth. You get stronger too. Let him throw the tomatoes. Oh, Gohar, how dare you mention his name? He's a blah, 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 blah. And you got to take it first, Take the bullets. Take the bullets for your guru, man. Take it, it's like they do. Like Arjuna, to protect Krishna, he went in front and took the arrows, It was very rasic for him, to protect Krishna. Yeah. It's the same thing here. What is the difference? I come here to protect the Krishna and you. If you want. I'll teach you how to be a protector of Krishna. I gave up everything for this here because I only want this here. Yeah, that's great. That's why, we get quality here. People who want this. It's beautiful. It's great. That's why, hey, man, getting 15, 16, 30, even 30 people, or 15, even 5 people who are ecstatic devotees, Vrindavan quality, just like each other, this is, it's what we're here for. This is the best party. Love hearing, singing, talking about Krishna and Guru and teachings of Lord Chaitanya, more hearing, singing, and talking of anyone, anything than you being here for me. Oh, yeah, that's nice. I want to pass every test of Maya to stay here. Yeah. Willy Wonka. Yeah. You are the only one who defends Krishna. Yeah. Yeah. Well, it comes with territory. I just follow inspiration. It's really great. The relationship is great. Everything comes from that, man. Yeah. Everything, I learned a lot, about this thing. Sometimes I get, I'm alone, walking around or something. I like, what should I do? What should I do? I don't know what to do. What to do. And I don't know. I say, oh, no wonder I don't know what to do. I'm alone. Then I just, Hare Krishna, I call Krishna. I go, oh yeah, okay, no problem. Let's do it. Let's, it's the relationship. Otherwise you're alone. It's confusing, naturally, we can't see. That's why it's that love, the doing the sacrifice of this loving relationship, the Cupid, sacrifice of Cupid, and then everything comes clear and everything is perfect. Yeah, again and again. That's Vrindavan. Every day they're meeting Krishna. And when Krishna goes somewhere, they're meeting, they're thinking about him and doing their activities, and they just keep it going, man, and then they meet, physically. But that's all going on internally for us. We don't, it's the same in separation. That's all. Yeah. Boy, you got a lot of comments today. Whoa, look at them all. Yeah. Okay, I think my voice is had it. Shamasundari says, there is no white and black with the pandemic. AI is going to replace 25% of the population. What are you going to do with the 2 million slaves without jobs? Taxes, pandemic, them, use the brain, just start to use it. Yeah. Yeah, it's just a lot of people are conditioned, even here, you're conditioned by the world not to think deeply about these things. I see all the boxes, I see on that level, everything's ticking boxes. I could see, it's all a box. Like, take this here. See, replace 25% of the population. Yeah, you see, the idea is they want to, what do you think this is with the cell phones? They're merging man and machine. See, AI is in this. This is AI. And I use it. I mean, she knows I do a lot of stuff here. A lot. I mean, a lot. I don't know. I just kind of I like to do, and I have like learning certain things and the practical and phones, like systems, how to have privacy phones and this, so I don't know. I just use every second practically for something. Ultimately, I might just go wander around and chant and just use it for that. But I'm doing this right now. And this, especially this, especially this. Yeah. And so anyway, it's ticking boxes, everything. You got the, I'll just give it out. You got the depopulation thing okay, there's not enough jobs going to be for people. They don't need there's elites and there are no elites. They're actually, you look at their mentality, they're real bottom feeders. They're real egocentric, puffed up persons ruling this planet. They're very low quality people who think that they're the master race and everything. It's like these guys are just, anyway, that's the Lord's using these idiots for his purpose. You got to use idiots to do idiot type jobs, So anyway, they tick that box. They feel they don't need the people anymore to work. They have robots. You can already look. There are a lot of robots out there now, and they're taking over positions. They don't need drivers for cars now or trucks. They have self-driving trucks and cars. They've had this for a long time, and they're just rolling it out now as they're depopulating and taking the jobs away. This is a master plan. What else you got there? Yeah, and a slave. So they all have that handled. Those goggles. You think this is just by chance they came up with these goggles? No, that's for those who are the slaves and left over. They'll put in the goggles, and you'll be in the metaverse. There'll be a lot of people doing that. They're already doing it. Look at Janaki. Look at a lot of her family stuff that friends, they like to sit play video games all day. This is what they teach in school, how to just, they're training you for that job of going to the metaverse, and you'll make money, well, money, coins. You'll get these coins for the games. You'll just be playing games. Can you imagine? People are dumbed down to that extent of just playing these games all day long and think life is all about and getting these coins. Yeah. So anyway, yeah. And also the pandemic was a plandemic. In 2019, they planned it all out. Everything they did it's all recorded there. I don't know where you've been. You've been under a rock there, Fernando? In 2019, they had a dry run. Literally, they had a simulation and they recorded it. And it's out there for people to see. And everything they did when they rolled it out, the pandemic. Just like the going to the moon. Do you still believe they went to the moon there, Fernando? No, they did. They started the CGI stuff, and they recorded these things, and they like doing this deception. It's a demon thing. Demons deceive. They got the social media and all these things with CGI and everything. They're using all of this to deceive the world. That's just what they do. They're demons, man. There's no truth in them. Jesus, you don't believe in Jesus? I believe what he said. It's true. There's no truth in the demons. They lie. That's what they do. Yeah. You know why? Because in Vrindavan, Krishna, see, from the source, they draw from the source. Everybody does. That's why you find a real guru in this world. You'll see people come. They're like a desire tree. They draw energy, and then they do what they want. If they want love of God, they'll stay here, and that's what we do, and become part of the family. If they come here for some material motive or name and fame, they come and get some energy, and then they go out and be a teacher like Johan. Or like Christina, right? See, they want to be they come here, get some energy, they get awakened, and then they go out there and the devotee represents the source here in the world. People are cut off from the source, therefore, to get even this, to be the false guru type thing, you need to go to the source. What are these people that are gurus now? Do you think they could have become gurus if Prabhupada wasn't here? They'd be all gone by now. They're all, back then, they were hippies and drug addicts and all kinds of stuff, But they got energy from Prabhupada, and they had a desire for name and fame, and they became gurus. So that's your leaders. I mean, when you get tired of that out there, you followers of that, and you want higher grade, I mean, we have the real thing here. Well, this is what we do. We do the sacrifice of Cupid here. Every day, without fail. Krishna doesn't fail us. Radha doesn't fail us so far. Never was, but you were so merciful. What is it coming from?
It was a reaction on something.
Something, yeah, okay. I want to love Krishna like my guru loves. I want to love Guru like his sincere devoted disciples. That's it. You see, now you got to have some desire. If you have that, if you have that, you have everything. Look, proof for Govinda and Lalita. That's everything. They can call the Lord, and the bliss of God comes upon them. And they found perfect happiness and fulfillment. See, we actually have examples of that. Why isn't the whole world here, Lalita, Govinda? Why?
Other
Perfect
desires.
example that
Other desires.
the real God is here. You wake up, you guys. Come on, let's do a miracle on ISKCON and Gaudius Media. Come on, don't you want to be like that? You call God and he comes to your rescue every day. Sambandha Gyan refers to relationship. Yeah, that's what I thought there, Freddie. Ironic that Steve Jobs got taken out a while ago. He talked about taking Krishna Prasadam at ISKCON. Oh, yeah. Yeah, some of them in our Sangha still probably believe we went to the moon. Even Prabhupada didn't believe we went to the moon. He said we didn't.
He said it, Prabhupada said it, and nobody believed him.
Yeah. I actually didn't believe him too until I researched, when I started to see what they're doing in the world. And then I thought, oh, yeah, it makes sense. But I also thought, oh, come on, Prabhupada, how could that be? Moon's there, sun's, But then I found out. Matter of fact, those who know, they say there's some kind of radiation belt you cannot cross that to get to the moon. Even there's a radiation thing you would be destroyed. Anyway, that's a scientific thing. And there's also another thing about satellites. Did you think you see satellites circulating, right? But they can't really do it on their own strength. They send them up in balloons. They have balloons that support the satellites, keep them going. They float around like that. Otherwise, there's no way that it can happen. You think it's circling around and all that. There's a lot of weird shit coming to light now. Yeah, flat Earth idea about the flat. That is making more sense to me. Now that'll blow Fernando's mind. But if you think about it, there's for example, the flat Earth idea is there's even a flat Earth map that was made a long time ago. And the flat Earth map there's an ice thing going all around the planet. See? And it's flat. See? This is one idea. And actually, the more you look into this, the more it makes sense that we've been fooled. So say if it was like that, it's flat, right? And there's an ice thing going all around, an ice wall, 200 feet tall. And isn't it funny? Nobody is allowed to go there. If you do, they'll throw you in jail for a long time. It is off limits. They got people hiding what's going on behind that in the Antarctica. You can't go over there. Okay? And think about it. Here we look about this is a ball, right? This is a ball. But how is the water? You know how many tons of water there is? How the hell is the water kept from going down when the earth is round, right? The water is pretty heavy, isn't it? How could gravity keep it from going down? How can, if you think deeply about this stuff, it starts to not make sense. And the only reason why we accept it is because we blindly believed it, or they write it in the history book. It's this way. Even the Vedas actually says that it's circular balls, but I don't know, man, Anyway, I don't get all spun out on this stuff. That's the thing. There's deeper things to relish. I mean, that's all just stuff that comes and goes, So what? The earth is flat or round, who gives a shit, actually? It's here, right?
But it's interesting to know that actually Srila Prabhupada also had a very deep view because he had other eyes than others. Because he had transcendental eyes.
Yeah, well, actually, the Vedas, see, he believed in the Vedas. The Vedas says the moon is farther away than the sun. So he said, just practice scientifically because of the Veda science says it's farther away from, he said, there's no way you could go there. I don't know if he understood that they did it by, well, he probably inferred that they did some kind of thing to make it look like that. But anyway, these demons they did this in the pandemic. They made everything look, they put suits, what do you call it, hazmat things on them in hospitals, and they hire people. And a lot of times I would see there were mannequins in the beds. They started to show this. And they said the hospitals were full, but then people went over to the hospital and they find there's nobody in there practically. They weren't full. It was a big, big lie. And they have big lines, to go to the hospitals. And they found out that a lot of times it was the news crews that were queuing up there to make it look like there was a line, because they're all in on this stuff. They're all in on it. They're paid off or threatened or some way, because this is the time. They keep it a secret. They got the control of the medias. Do a search on Google.
And they also put it in plain sight, and they also put it in plain sight in a lot of the things, like the Olympic Stadium ceremony in Hackney, London. They're rolling around hospital beds with actors, doctors and nurses. Yeah, it was all predictive. Yeah. It's even in The Simpsons. It's in film, so it's hidden, but it's only hidden from people because we accept authorities that are not authorities. But when we start, like you're saying, when you question everything, it's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. Everything. Yeah. The only thing is Krishna Lila, Chaitanya Lila, and Guru Tattva. Yeah. Everything else is worthless, useless.
Yeah. I mean, you can get it. That's why I don't get into it. Just a little kind of synopsis that basically you're being cheated in this fucking world. That's it. You're being cheated. You're being deceived. That you need to know. Okay? Because if you don't lose faith in these people, these leaders that are screwed right now, they have a plan, man. They're depopulated. They want to destroy things. They're burning stuff down. They want to start fresh. You cannot have a whole new system unless you start fresh. And then deeper than that, the Lord has his plan is to keep real devotees here and have a real golden age. Just like the Lord Chaitanya said, have a golden age where we need a new system. We don't need this demoniac system. This is not sustainable to have these tyrants. It never works for a long time. The tyrants are here and then they're gone by their actions. See, so the Lord uses it for a time, but actually this has already been predicted. There will be a golden age. The Bible predicts this and the Vedas predict this. There'll be a golden age and everybody will know God, just like the first fruits here. Many of us know the Lord here. We know God, how he shows up. We relate to him every day. He's our partner. He's our friend and companion forever. We got that. We're the first fruits. But many are going to get that are left here. That's the whole purpose. Why would Lord Chaitanya come if he didn't have such a big plan like that? He doesn't do small things. If Jesus gets people even now delivered, why wouldn't Lord Chaitanya's plan be at least as big as that? At least.
And I always love in Srimad Bhagavatam, that Canto 12, when it says, when the wicked kings and queens have been destroyed, there's a sweet smell of fragrance, and they're just, it's all angles of vision. This is told.
Yeah. And more so, this is we're destroying the good and the bad. Destroy faith, that is your salvation. Those paths are passing away now. Everything. The going after new age stuff, even the speculations, all those paths pass away because the stronger path is here. Lord Chaitanya brought it. We're reestablishing. That is our job, to reestablish the stronger truth, the complete truth in the world. See, so that truth becomes the purifier. Truth becomes the blessing. And the blessings given. This relationship of our awakened soul with the Supreme Soul is what will keep everybody sustained forever. It's sustainable forever. You know, the people talk about sustainable energy and everything. Nothing is sustainable. That's why it's always faulty. They try and make wind energy sustainable. It's not doing a good job. Same thing with all these other solar powers. Not enough. It doesn't work. We need a more sustainable energy. See, this relationship is. That's what I'm finding. My own experience is sustainable in all ways. It sustains everything perfectly. Without this relationship, you failed. You failed the mission of life, more or less. Take another birth. Okay? If you're lucky, you find another situation like this, but these are rare. Prabhupada taught, it's not in every life you get a real guru like this. Not in every life. You might be born in the cowboy days or something. Okay? Yeah, you could have been born in the cowboy days, and still you missed Bhaktivinoda Thakur. And you were out there shooting them up with Jesse James. Riding on a horse, smelling like a horse, Yeah, going down there on the horse, to the next, and having shootouts and all that. Who knows where you're going to end up? Until you become a devotee, we know where we're ending up. Oh yeah, devotee. Because where else is Lalita and Govinda gonna go? Nobody will have them. That's a materialist. There's no place for them. Go ahead.
I think Kamala Kant is still in the cowboy and Indian thing. Actually, I don't think he's in Chaitanya Lila by a long shot.
Yeah, we'll get him in there.
We're trying our best.
Yeah. All right, so let's hang it up. Hare Krishna, everybody. Thank you for coming.